Morning guys, it's coffee time and it's time for me to actually have my mocha. So I'm going to show you what I have in my mocha every morning, and it is Whole30 approved, so it was great. I didn't have to change anything. I use a straight cacao powder and then I add my hydrolyzed gelatin, so that's for my joints so I don't get any aches and pains from any discomfort. I use the AM coconut cream and then just water it down so it's a coconut milk to froth it. I add some coconut oil to my mocha every morning as well. And just for that added extra special taste and flavour, I add some dōTERRA or wild orange into my mocha. Then I press my little buttons on my two machines, my frother and my coffee machine. I consume and enjoy. Cheers. Oh, and I have it in a massive mug. It's actually a double shot. Favourite thing first thing in the morning. Okay, so I've come out to the garden. I want to pick a whole heap of greens and broccoli and stuff so that I can make a cold slaw. So I've got a red cabbage inside that I purchased, but then I'm not going to do a traditional cold slaw. I'm going to just add a whole heap of greens and broccoli and just things from the garden to make the cold slaw, and then I'll make a homemade mayonnaise as well in the Thermomix. But before I do all of that, I just want to show you all the awesome things that are happening in the garden at the moment. This bed here may look as if it's all dead and dying, but that's a good thing. That means that the turmeric so this is the turmeric and that's the ginger that I planted in there is almost ready for me to harvest. So when I have a spare moment, I'll go through and I'll dig all of that up and clean it and harvest it. And I'll show you a video on what I actually do, my harvest and how I preserve it. But I got some garlic out of this bed here the other day, just one bulb because it had all died off, and oh my goodness, it was so nice. I really enjoyed it. Well, some things are dying off, other things starting to take off, like look at these beautiful yummy red strawberries that I've got coming through here in this little strawberry patch. And without fail, our chilies are still just booming. I have to come out here and do a harvest, and I'm just loving all the bees. There are so many bees, European honeybees and native bees that are just everywhere in the garden at the moment because there's so much in bloom and it's just so pretty and beautiful. My grapevine, it is starting to pop back out and get ready to thrive, so hopefully we get some grapes off it this year. Only planted it earlier on this year, so I didn't get any grapes off it this year, but hopefully this coming season I get some grapes from that. So along with everything that I do in the garden and inside the house, and whilst, not just while we're on the Whole30, but it's brought my attention to the fact that I don't do enough exercise for toning. My job is kind of quite physical, so I'm a fit person, but I need to do some toning. So I'm going to show you just a quick, easy, really cheap home setup that I've got happening, and it doesn't have to take ages. Like, I just go through and do them for as long as I can. So in about 15 minutes to half an hour, I've done some toning, and I just do that whenever I come outside now and go to the shed, and I just do a quick little routine. So come and have a squeeze at what I do and how cheap and easy it is to set up and make. traditional coleslaw with all the greens and broccoli from out in the garden, and a little bit of red cabbage that mine in the garden aren't actually quite ready, but I had a red cabbage in the fridge, so I've put that in there too. But time to make a homemade mayo. So I've got in here a garlic bulb that I harvested from the garden. I am so happy with myself. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I kind of make a bit of this recipe up. I've got some dried rosemary that's just been sitting on my bench, so I'm going to add that, make it a bit of a herbed mayo. Now I'm just going to, excuse the noise for a moment, I am going to just smash up this bit of garlic. Alright, now it's time for the rest of the ingredients. I'm doing a dash of, I've got here apple cider vinegar, but a fire cider. It's what's in my cupboard, so I'm going to use it. Add a dash of that. We need an egg. I'm also going to use a drop of doTERRA pink pepper oil and some doTERRA lime essential oil as well in this recipe. 3 of each sounds about right. I'm just winging it. I'll put my butterfly in because I'm doing this all in the Thermomix, and I am following the recipe out of this book, the Thermomix book, and the mayonnaise recipe in that Thermomix book. So I'm kind of, adding my own little bits and pieces to it. So I'm going to need, 4 minutes? And I am just going to use a macadamia oil because I like the flavour that the macadamia oil gives to the mayo. And so I'll make that, and then I'll come back and show you the end product in the coleslaw. Okay, so here I am with the final product. How delicious does that look? Now, you can eat it like a normal coleslaw. I tried it the other day actually. I poached a couple of eggs and put a couple of poached eggs on top and some avocado. It was delicious. So try them out, let me know what you think.